What up, world, and welcome back. I am Dwayne Langham. This is the Ave, Yolo Ave, the road least traveled, and you have just tuned in for another exciting conversation. All right, family, as you know, we are continuing our Keys to Relationship Success series, and in this video, we're going to touch on the 5 love languages. As you may be able to tell, I'm kind of excited about this one. Why? Because it's something to dive deep into. You see, the keys to relationship success are heavily based in communication. We've already discussed some keys to communication success. The 5 love languages are important because let's get down to the basics. You can't love someone else until you understand how you want to be loved. Then you can communicate to your partner or those in your life that care about you how you choose to be loved. They can communicate to you about how they choose to be loved. Keep in mind, this can change as you go through phases in life. But the important part is once you get that key, you unlock that heart. That's right, letting you get more close, more intimate, and more aligned. Some insight I got from a mastermind partner of mine recently is that communication is really not possible without alignment first. When you're communicating, you have to align, you have to understand each other. So let's dig into these 5 love languages. The 5 love languages are acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation, receiving gifts, and quality time. So now that you know what the 5 love languages are, take an opportunity to look deep into your world, look deep into your experiences, look into your own times that you felt love, cared for, connected with your partner or someone else in your life. Because see, if you're not on the same page, if you don't understand what your partner's love language is, if you don't understand the person you care about, how they feel loved, your efforts can go completely unnoticed. And what does that lead to? Yes, miscommunication. So for example, if my wife is always telling me, oh, I love you, you're so awesome, you're a wonderful husband, you're a wonderful father. Now, for me personally, that's great stuff to hear. It's awesome, it's affirming. But it doesn't just rock my world. It doesn't make me feel all warm and fuzzy. It's just nice words to hear. Whereas, if she's able to take something off of my plate, if she's able to perform an act of service, do something that makes my life better and easier, then I appreciate that to the core. I know that she took the time to think about me, to care about me. And on that same token, if I were to go around and give my wife gifts, bring her home flowers and candies and sweet things of that nature, while she may be pleasantly surprised and have a smile on her face, enjoy reading the card for a moment, to continue into the day, if I don't give her a warm embrace, hold her in my big strong arms, or if I don't tell her I love her on a frequent basis, tell her that she's doing awesome, being a great mother, then my efforts may go completely unnoticed. Where I may think I'm showing you I love you, she may not even hear the message. So you see what I'm getting at? It's really all down to communication. So let's dig into those. Receiving gifts. Fairly simple. The type of person that loves to receive gifts, that feels loved when receiving gifts, just likes to be surprised, just likes to know that even though they weren't around you, they crossed your mind. And so you brought them something to show that. Doesn't mean you always have to be spending money. You can grab a flower from your front yard. Just something that's showing, hey, I thought about you even though you weren't here. Quality time. The type of person who enjoys quality time just means exactly that. They want to have time of connectedness. We talked about being with someone, connecting, when you're looking someone in the eyes, when you're present to them, when you're feeling their emotions with them. That's how this person feels loved. If you're the type that prefers words of affirmation, that means above all else, you want to hear someone tell you, good job. You want to hear someone tell you, you mean the world to me. I love you. You're awesome. And it just gives your heart butterflies simply because they spoke that into your world. They reaffirmed your existence. Acts of service. Now this love language is for someone who really appreciates when they have less on their plate. When someone else gets into their world and connects to them to take care of something that matters to them. Whether that's picking up the dry cleaning, whether that's washing the dishes, whether that's taking out the trash, or even just taking care of paying a bill for them. Just that simple act of service, servitude, almost Christ-like. Someone who feels loved by acts of service will always notice whenever you take the time to make their life easier, to make them the most important thing in your world. Now, last but not least important, we have physical touch. Now, I know that goes without saying, but let's calm it down, cool it all. It's not exactly what you're thinking. By physical touch, that can simply mean while you're in public, you reach over and hold that beautiful woman's hand. Or the first time you see them for the day, you wrap them up in a big warm embrace and give them a kiss. Just that sensation of being close, being physically connected. And of course, intimate times don't hurt either. I think at times we're all into the physical touch love language, but not necessarily for the same reason. But there you have it, people. I hope that goes in deep for you. I hope that gives you some insight. Really take a look into your world. Look at different times because, like I said, it can change. Look at what your love language is. When do you feel the most loved, the most appreciated, the most valued, the most connected to your partner and those in life that you care about? Because it's very important, if you know your love language, you can share it with your partner. And likewise, when you can find out theirs, you can satisfy it. Because when everyone feels loved, everyone's aligned, everyone's in communication, and things work. Teamwork makes the dream work. I'd love to hear your comments down below. And as always, you know I love it when you like, share, and subscribe. Today is the best day of your life to be loving. It's the only one you got. In the meantime, I'm wishing you the best and only success. Peace. A lot of times in life, while we're trying to find ourselves, you end up walking around with a cup half empty, looking for someone else to fill up the other half of that cup and make you whole. That's a first flaw of getting into relationships, is 100% zero. What do I mean by that? 100% zero. Well, let's start with the facts. They're completely opposite of the spectrum. 100% for every 100. What is your percentage? 100. Full out. All in. Everything you got.
Is there anything else you want to say?
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I think you're beautiful. I think you're beautiful.
Really?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.